Uncovered new fallout from the immigration crackdown. Sources say the surge in raids and arrests in Chicago is now straining other federal law enforcement agencies and raising some red flags from experts who worry some crimes might be slipping through the cracks. Investigative reporter Chuck Goudie is here now with what his team is finding tonight. Chuck?
Stephen, the surge in Chicago ICE operations tonight causing other federal law enforcement agencies here to dance around their own cases, including organized crime and public corruption. Agents who usually investigate those crimes at FBI, ATF, DEA, and elsewhere are now being poached by ICE to fulfill an aggressive and growing mission by ICE: the tracking and detainment of undocumented immigrants, some of whom are criminals. With doors getting blown open, dragnets in place for immigrant criminals, dawn to dusk raids, and mounting arrests of allegedly undocumented residents, ICE has had to draw on partner federal agencies just to make it all happen. As our NBC Chicago investigative team reported yesterday, more than 25,000 officers from numerous federal law enforcement agencies have been reassigned to ICE for immigration case duty, according to new Cato Institute data. Here at Chicago FBI headquarters, ICE has drawn from every squad, including organized crime and public corruption, according to several law enforcement sources.
We have a unique public corruption problem in Chicago. We need the resources there. We have terrorist organizations. We need the anti-terrorism task force there. We're not going to divert those resources to a political cause that does not have public safety ramifications.
Former Chicago federal prosecutor Ron Safer tonight says immigration cases are surging at the expense of other criminal investigations, coming at a time when President Trump's Justice Department is already overhauling the FBI and other agencies, eliminating some traditional targets, including public corruption and organized crime. Here in New York, for example, the storied counter-mafia team that finally took down John Teflon Don Goudie has been eliminated altogether, according to gangland investigators, prompting one underworld expert to say it's like Christmas in September for the mob.
It is horrific that we are taking our eye off gangs. We're taking our eye off drug traffickers. We're taking our eye off people who prey on the elderly in terms of frauds, and we're arresting undocumented workers who, for the most part, not everybody, but for the most part, are working.
Our NBC Chicago investigative team has asked FBI officials here for the number of agents who were required to redeploy to ICE and immigration arrests. No reply on that, and no information on how the Bureau is managing to handle its own cases and ongoing investigations, because some FBI offices are said to be struggling. A former high-ranking official at FBI Chicago tells us that his heart is broken and he's enraged at what is happening to the FBI now on all fronts. Stephen?
So many fronts to cover. Chuck Goudie with the details tonight. Thank you so much, Chuck.